everybody, it's Driver. So we are back on the farm. So been trying to get some other stuff going for us. Let me get some audio, some gameplay up for you real quick. I am also in my Discord because this is my live server, my public server or private server. I mean, so just in case anybody pops in, they'll be able to chit chat with us if they so choose. So, um, so we're gonna do a little farming today, and we'll start off with doing a little field work, and then we might go and hit some of these mines again, like we did last time. Um, I've been wanting to do some more videos for you guys on ATS, and if you're not here for ATS, I apologize. But for those that do watch some of my ATS stuff, um, I ran into an issue. So they had a big update right before they released the Nebraska DLC. And in that Nebraska DLC, there was a lot of changes, included a new and improved HUD or UI, I mean, that me personally I don't care for, but that's personal opinion. Along with that came a bunch of other changes that really goofed up some stuff. So can I? Looks like I got that. Or did I get stuck? Oh, it saved me. So anyhow, some of the changes that they brought upon, and I don't know if they did this as an intentional thing or if it just seems to be a little fluke. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. But every time I start the game, my mouse will not work. And the couple of videos that I did and a couple of plays that I did in between all that, I'm gonna make a U-turn here. We're gonna go down the other end. Everything would work once I went through the settings. I had to use my controller in my settings to get it fixed, and I was able to get everything addressed to where my mouse would work and it would work right and all this stuff. For the most part, none of my settings in my controller really changed, except for they did change a couple of my controller bindings, but that wasn't big. I could actually fix that pretty easy. So with all that, I could fix everything and then I could play, and worked really well. And then it turned into an issue of it didn't want to fix itself, and I spent at least an hour, if not more, messing with this one night, and no matter what I did, I could not fix it. It was nothing I could do about it. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why, but I cannot get it to use my mouse. The only way that I can get it to use my mouse is to unplug my controller. And I may just do that just so I could put some more videos on it. It's just I wanted to kind of stick with using the controller. I'm trying to get used to it and make it a little bit more fluid-like when I play. But at the same time, it's not worth the hassle of me trying to figure it out. I'm hoping that eventually they'll come up with a fix for this. Sadly, I don't see them doing a fix on it. I've read through some comments of people having issues, and they say, "Oh, we'll fix this, change this, or change that," and it supposedly fixes everything. That hasn't worked for me. So, I don't want to just sit there and keep fighting with it and not be able to produce content for it. A friend of mine, which I will not mention name, was nice enough to give me the Nebraska DLC, and I wanted to showcase the Nebraska DLC, as much as I could, at least do the little event for Nebraska and all that stuff. But I have not been able to do that because of that problem. And I've spoke to a couple of friends that they've actually ran into problems with past updates where it did kind of the same thing, whether it was with controller or whether it was with steering wheel. And some people just gave up for an extended period of time and then came back and was either fixed or it wasn't fixed. So I don't really know what the deal is and what to do to fix it. Also, on top of that, my laptop has been giving me several problems since I got it, and I went through and tried to fine-tune this and fine-tune that, and then I'd give up on it, and then I'd have to go back and mess with it. So the laptop is what I use for my streaming and stuff. I bought it because I was driving on the road and stuff like that and wanted to be able to game and do things on the road. So that's the reason why I didn't do a desktop. I'm actually contemplating on either upgrading or building a new desktop to continue with streaming and recording and stuff like that, because also I'm wanting to get into 3D, but right now I'm trying to not spend the money. So I'm shipping the laptop off Monday, which means I got to spend this weekend cleaning out all my personal stuff that I don't want people to get, and then um, ship it off on Monday. I have no clue how long they will have it. My desktop will play games. Unfortunately, it's going to be limited on those certain games. I can still play Farm Simulator. I will have to really turn my graphics way down. But it'll be the same thing with Truck Simulator. And I'll just have to kind of test that because since new updates and I haven't played games on that in over a year, I'm just going to have to test that and just see how it's going to work. So the amount of streams and videos starting sometime next week may be a little limited. I may have to do different stuff to continue doing anything at all, if I can even record or do streams. So we'll just kind of have to see. So I wanted to get a stream in today. I don't know if I'll be able to get a stream in tomorrow. I'm also planning on doing some videos as well. I still plan on continuing on with the series for World of Warcraft. I do want to try to get some Truck Simulator out there, and like I said, with that problem, I may just go ahead and unplug the controller, use keyboard and mouse to get a couple of videos in. I know it's a lot clunkier, but at least I can still show you guys, what I see, when I started playing it. So yeah, I know that was kind of a dump load of information, but I just kind of want to try to keep you guys updated, and that's part of the reason why I haven't done many videos here in the past week. Is I've had other things going on as well, real life things, and then dealing with computer crap. So, but anyhow, so far here on the farm, we'll get back into the farming discussions, and not a whole lot has happened. It's just been a lot of field work that's been done. Me and a friend of mine, we get on here and play. He's been real busy with work, so he hasn't been on quite as much as he'd probably like. I haven't been on that much either. I've been doing other things. So, but so far, probably since the last video, hopefully this will load a little bit of this. I've been here long enough that it should, yeah. So, we had a bunch of fields that we were harvesting, and all these that are pretty much light green, these green here, those fields that I've replanted. Some of them have grown in a little bit, but not much. We still have the field 32 down here to harvest. It has got carrots, and we have carrots coming out of our ears, so we're not worried about it. Probably once this field is reseeded and all that, I may go ahead and nail that field out, go ahead and get a new crop in there. But for the time being, we're just kind of let it sit for the moment. I have went in and done a little bit of mining at some of these mines. I think I went back over here and collected some more and made some deliveries in a couple places afterwards, after the last stream. So trying to get that going. Also, there is a sawmill right here on the map. And I noticed some little branches and stuff laying by the entrance. I guess fell off the log trailer while I was hauling them in. And I got those in, and then I went to look to see what the production is, and it needs power. So I got to figure out what to put up there for electricity, because the coal factory, it's either here or here. I can't remember which one of the two it is. But it's not sending electricity up here, which kind of makes no sense. Also on the map, this area right here has a bunch of, I think they're windmills, and it's not providing electricity over there, obviously. So I don't know what the deal is with the electric on this. Maybe there's something I'm doing wrong, but I plan on trying to get that figured out, and we might toy with some of that. I'm contemplating on putting in one of the big wind towers and put it right by the lumber mill, and then I'm going to let it just kind of sit and see if it, A, it builds electricity, which it should, and B, if it starts feeding electricity to that sawmill so we can get it going. We're going to probably need quite a bit of stuff out of there. It makes planks and all kind of garbage. And then hopefully we'll have a field of grass here soon. We need hay to go into the kitchen at the cow barn. And once we get that in there and get some mineral feed in there, we should be able to start making some TMR and get us some cows in. So currently right now we've got some chickens, we got some pigs. We don't have any sheep because we need grass for them, but I'm kind of putting them on a back burner as well. So but I want to start getting more stuff into these productions and see what we can do about getting these productions going. So I've been concentrating a lot on the fields, thinking about what's going to be our best plan of action, so to speak, for these fields and these plants and everything. But I think I'm just going to have to just start doing stuff to them, just maybe go through them one by one, which I'll do off screen if I do that, and figure out what needs what and, you know, how to go about getting it. So it might come down to making some kind of a crazy list or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, but that's kind of what's been going on in a nutshell. Um, I'm hoping that while I don't have my laptop and not really going to be able to stream much, at least the games I want to stream, we can get some other stuff done around the house. For those that don't know, I moved back in with my mom to help her out. She's been by herself since my dad passed away years ago, and she just kind of needs somebody around to do things for her that she can't do because she's getting a little up in age. She gets around real well by herself, but there's things she just can't do. So I moved back home to help her out, and so living here hasn't been too horrible, you know. We kind of let each other do our own things, and we hang out together. And of course, Mama's cooking is always the best. My friend Nakara, she constantly kids with me and says I'm going to lose my girlish figure living here because Mom cooks really good and cooks a lot. So, but unfortunately, we ran into an issue a couple of weeks ago, and the plumbing started to back up in this house. And I don't know why. This house it's in the city, but I guess when it was built, it was on the edge of the city. So they didn't put sewage out here. Everybody's got septic, and we got to redo all of our septic out here. So that's going to create a mess to get that all done. So, and it's putting my mother into a pinch because it's, taking a lot of her money away. So it is kind of what happens. But when they go to do all this, the septic tank is outside my window, and so is the drainage field. So they're going to be redoing all of that, and that means they're going to be out there with an excavator and who knows what for equipment to do all this. So when it does that, I won't be able to do any videos or any streaming. I actually struggle with doing videos during the day at times, because behind our house there's a dirt road that goes to the trash place, the waste department, whatever they are, probably waste management or something like that. So with it being a dirt road, you hear the trucks all day long from 6-7 o'clock in the morning till 5-6 o'clock in the evening. And when they go by, they don't drive slow, they drive fast, and they hit every bump they can hit, I think. So it literally rattles the house. So I don't do many videos during the day because of that. I'm actually surprised that with today being a Friday, it's actually been pretty quiet. I mean, it's already my time. It's already 5:30 in the afternoon, so they pretty much are about done. But I really haven't heard any garbage trucks all day, which has been pretty surprising. So I apologize for getting to the trees like that so much. But so yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and finish plowing this field, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this back over to the farm, or I might just leave the tractor here. I like to keep, when I'm doing field work, I like to keep a piece of equipment at wherever I was working at, just to remind myself what I was doing. Sometimes when you load back into the server, if you've never played a server, it takes a while for all the fields to pop in on this map to kind of give you an idea what you had going on and such. So it just makes it nice when you first come in, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I was over there. So you go and do that and give the map a chance to load in. I mean, the other way to speed load it in is to, go into flight mode or drive around or something like that. But I wanted to just get straight to doing the work and not just goofing off too much, at least. So yeah, that's been pretty much what's been going on. So that's why you haven't seen many streams and why I haven't posted any videos for a while. So, like I said, after this stream, I'm planning on either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to try to get some videos going. and continue something. I'm just not sure exactly when I'm going to continue. I'm not even confident that unplugging my controller for ATS is going to even fix that problem. Um, it might be worth a try, but I just haven't tried it yet because I'm just trying to get used to the controller because it is a lot nicer than, you know, trying to stab the keyboard 30 times. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever played any kind of a driving simulation of any style on a keyboard. It can be a trick, and it's not smooth. You can never drive nice and smooth. So maybe I can ever get all this stuff figured out. Maybe I can actually get my wheel and pedals out too, and see if I can get those to work. But if it's acting up this much with controller, I think I might have the same result with the wheel. And I apologize for my throat, me clearing it all the time. I don't know why. It seems to be me and a bunch of friends that anytime we go to record, stream, chit chat on Discord, our throats go wacky. So I don't know. And it is a save. Oh, come on, trees. Okay. All right. We ain't got too much of this field left, and then we'll go do something else. I don't think you guys want to watch me run up and down this field 100 times. I actually need to get fuel for this tractor sometime too. So, but we'll go do some mining after this. We'll get this finished. We'll get this field knocked out as far as plowing it up. Yeah, and I don't want to just bore you guys with just talking, you know, about nothing, so to speak, or just keep rambling. So, I have also been contemplating, and I know I just said I wasn't going to ramble, but been contemplating on introducing Microsoft Flight Sim to the mix. I've been playing that a fair amount again. I've been flying with it, a friend of mine, actually a couple friends, and I might do some videos or some streams on that. It'll be after I get the laptop back because the desktop cannot handle it no more. It's just too much on the graphic card. So that my desktop, me and a friend of mine built that about 9 years ago, I think. So it's pretty far outdated. It's got an i5 core in it, and I did a little research on it, and I can, with the current motherboard, I can go to an i7 and change up a couple of things, but got to look into some stuff. I can't upgrade the memory other than increase the memory. I can double what it's got because it's got 16 in it, and I can go 32, but I can't upgrade the style of memory that's in it. And I don't want to go too technical on that, so I'm going to probably look into another motherboard and then kind of go from there. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to do a full rebuild on it or what I'm going to do yet. But it's going to be down the road a little bit. Once I finish getting my move done, which all this other stuff going on around here has kind of put a kink in everything, but as soon as I get my move done and all that, then I'm going to look into maybe do a build or rebuild, one of the two. I want to drive off that clipped edge there. We should have a couple passes left here and we'll be done with this field. And trying to remember where I left off on the mining too. Because like I said, I came back and did more, so I can't just go back and look at the video, see where we left off on that, because I did a little more afterwards. So I got to figure out. I think I've got a little extra stuff in storages and stuff like that, so I can probably kind of go off of that and see what's in storage, and that kind of tell me what's probably full, maybe. Other than maybe running some coal. You can probably run a load of coal somewhere. But we'll look at that when we get done with this. Let's back up to this one. We might get that one pass. Maybe. See how that goes. Get lined up a little better. No, it's going to leave a little sliver there, so we'll have to come back and address that. Unless I forget. It's not that much, but it would help to get it all done. I'm just going to cut these two trees down. Let's see, get my cutting going here. See if I can find out the marker. Wouldn't mind it if they weren't just stuck right on the corner of the field. Well, we're not locked on, but it's okay. Let's see, let's go ahead and run down the other end here. We'll go ahead and get that done. And then we're going to go find our milling machine. Something I could check real quick is whether or not the grass field could take some fertilizer. I tried a while back and it wouldn't take none, so it may take some now. Would help with the yield of the grass because we're really going to need it. We need a lot of hay right now and need grass for the sheep. I'm actually contemplating on doing a second grass field. That way we can do one in grass and one in hay, but I don't really want that many grass fields. But it may happen. So, okay, so that's that. Let's fold this up, lift it back up. And I'm just going to tab over to the farm. I don't know if you guys have seen some of this that I've done here at the farm. So I have put in some buildings. I'm trying to get out of here, walking backwards like an idiot. But I put in that 3 barn, that 3 door, 2 1 doors down there, and I left the small ones in right here, and then I put those in as well. I was just trying to clean up the yard and level it out. I went on a complaining rant, and I'll show in a minute what I'm talking about. That one field that I converted to a parking lot, I wanted to put a couple of sheds out there. And I went through and I leveled it and smoothed it all off and made it, well, in my opinion, nice. And then when I went to put a building down, it jacked it all up so bad that it wasn't even worth keeping. So I had to remove the buildings. And as you can see, this is the parking lot I'm talking about. And it left humps everywhere. And I went through and I've smoothed, and that's about as far as it would do it. So, but we're going to try to take care of this over here real quick. So we need hitting a 90. And we need to reset our width. Let's get up here and set this thing up. We'll see if it'll take any fertilizer. I don't know if it will. It'd be nice if it would. Let's see, let's turn. Let me get my lines moved over real quick. I had myself all on the wrong place. Alright, that'll be good enough. Let's get lined up. We'll see what happens here. Okay. It took a little bit of fertilizer, then I quit. So that's not going to do us any good. So let's go put this back up because it didn't even technically use fertilizer. Maybe in September we can take care of that. And of course I hit the fence. Alright, let's park that there. Now let's grab our milling machine. So right here we've got some coal in here, some limestone and lithium ore. So that tells me we do not need those products, as far as I can tell. So just kind of bear with me, guys. I'm going to look through here real quick. I should have checked this before we started, but I'm going to look and see if anything takes any kind of an ore or anything like that. Anything that looks like what we're doing here. It's like the coal loading station is about 50%. We'll leave it alone for now. I can take a truck to do that because I already got coal here. Let's see, crude oil refining factory. Nothing there. Dairy obviously is not. I don't think the case factory just takes straight out ores. I wouldn't think it would, but no. Not going to be anything in there or there. Alright, metal plant. Let's see what we got here. Enriched iron ore. I would assume that would require iron ore, but this looks like it takes more finished stuff here. So we're looking at processing plant. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, that's full of limestone. So we need some clay. So let's see where we can find some clay at around here. I'm not 100% sure what exactly is going to be clay, so let's shut this off for a minute. I'm going to go into flight mode real quick. I'm going to fly around for a minute and see what might look like clay. I'll get my walking going here a little bit. So this looks more like copper or something like that, is what this looks like. So let's see what's on the other side of this hill. That looks more like a gravel, and looks like we've been through that. There's been a machine ran through there. This looks more like sand, possibly. But it doesn't look like we've really touched into that yet. Let's see what's over this way. I apologize if you don't want to see this, but that looks more like gravel. I mean, we can always just run into one of these that's not been touched and see where it goes. See what we get and then see who takes what. So I'm not sure what exactly the clay is supposed to look like. It's probably all going to be the same over here. The only thing I could think of, this looks more like dirt, but it could be a clay as well. So where does it start? It starts right there. So is there an easy way to it? Trying to map it out for us real fast. Looks like we'd have to come down this road and come in here. So where's that road go? That road goes to there. Okay, that don't look too bad. So let's head back over and grab our truck. Actually, the easiest way to do that would just be to cancel my flight and then tab back in. Yeah, we've been in this. That looks like gravel to me. I'm gonna a little dry, but I don't think it's gonna be too horrible. Oh, it's a freeze. Save. There it goes. It hasn't been touched either, but I'm gonna go for that dark brown. It looks like dirt or a soil of some sort to me. So that means we got to circle around this here. That really looks like sand right there. So I think we got to go further down this way. This direction. Yeah. The edge. That would be bad for it. Alright, let's go ahead and get our pipe out. Let's go ahead and open the cover on our little truck. Now, a lot of this hasn't been touched, so this might be some fresh pickings down here. Go for this brown right here, and then we might come back and get, I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be. It looks kind of like a gravel of some sort. Put this up a little bit, see if we can, there we go. Get us a load of this. I'm obviously not going to get every little drop in the first pass, so I'm not worried about missing a little here and there. Just whatever works. And this is just ore. If you look at my top right under my clock, you can see the vehicle I'm in and it says ore there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to read that, but this is just going to be ore. We'll go ahead and get a full load of it, and then we'll see if we can take it somewhere. Oh, there we are, we're full now. All right, let's put our pipe back in for a moment, put the cover on it. Let's take a look real fast. Does this place take ore? They do. All right, so let's tag that, and I'm gonna look at the map real quick. Oh, that place down yonder. So we're here. We got to go all the way back down there. Okay. It'll take us longer to drive there than it is going to be for us to load this. Let's get turned around here. Turn our machine off. Still running. Was it bumpy? What we'll do is we'll take the ore over there, and what it doesn't take, we'll take over to the silo because we'll be passing it, and we'll just come right back here and we'll just hit the next spot that hasn't been touched yet and see what that gives us. And maybe take it somewhere. We'll just kind of do that. We'll do a little bit of this mining here for a bit. If you'd rather me be back doing field work, you know, let me know if you're watching right now. But I think for right now, we'll just do some mining. This is something that's not on every map. A lot of maps do have mining now, though, which is kind of cool. And I already hear the haters out there because I'm not doing the mining correctly. I'm not using the excavators and the front bucket loaders and all that. So I apologize if I'm not doing it the way you like it, but this is the way I like it. Might try to hit this spot here next. We'll just see. We'll just, when we head back after we unload this, then we'll just see what's close by and kind of just drive up to it. If it hasn't been touched, we're going to hit it and just see what it gives us. Because it's probably stuff we're missing. There's that there that we haven't touched. If you're into mining, this map has a lot of it. I just noticed it won't turn my milling machine off. It's still running. I've hit the key a couple of times and ain't doing nothing. And I don't remember mining limestone, so my buddy may have done that. Good possibility that he did that. Either he didn't take it in or it was full, one of the two. So let's see, there's a couple drop points here. We're going to switch back to that. Actually, let's get our pipe back out, so the cover back up. I think that little icon down there looks kind of like the icon that's on my screen, so we're going to give it a try. Switch to the track. Oh, we're not back all the way yet. Oh. Okay, so it'll take some of that. Let's go ahead and get some of that unloaded real quick. See what it takes. Probably only holds about 1 million, so we'll have plenty left over. Oh, it's taking more than that. I wonder how much it takes. Let's take a look. Oh, it takes 5 million, so it'll take half this truck. Cool. Well, that's good. Actually, the truck only has a 100,000 liter box. The machine has 10 million belly in it, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, 10 million. It has to have 10 million. Okay, so that's all that would take. So, I'll leave the pipe out. You got to watch when you're transporting with this, because if that pipe is out like that, and you pull up to another trailer, it'll start unloading into it. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing if you're planning on transporting it, you know, in that truck, for example. But if you're not, yeah, it could be a pain in your butt, because then you'll have to switch that truck. You won't have a choice. So we're gonna go over and unload this, and then we're just gonna head back. We don't need to hit these two, because you can tell they've been hit once. We're gonna go ahead and unload this first, though. That's the first thing we gotta do. While we're here, I'm gonna move the camera. Alright, start unloading that. Jump out for a minute here. Look at our side. So, limestone and lithium ore is here. There's a lot. So I'm gonna look and see. Lithium ore, that's already got some in there. Needs more though. And limestone. It's full of limestone. So could use some more lithium ore. I'll try to come back with another truck and do that. There's no point doing it with this truck. So, all right, let's go. Sometimes the milling machine doesn't keep up with the box. So there it goes. You know, when I was playing on PB Canyon Crossing, I was having a lot of fun just doing a lot of the mining on there. I get bored after a while, but I was having a lot of fun, in the beginning there, obviously. So I kind of enjoy the whole mining stuff with this machine, obviously. Alright, so we're going to try this spot next. Put that back on there. Should still be running. Yeah, it is. So I'll lower that down. We'll try to do it this way. We'll just cut us a trail down this way. I always try to do it on one side, that way you can cut a road down. If there's another product down toward the bottom, you just cut you a road to get to it, might as well collect it on the way. So, and this is limestone, and if I remember right, we already have limestone. So we really don't need limestone, but we're already here. Oh, and we're full. Alright, let's turn around. Now, did that one factory need limestone? Let's see. Let me get it turned real quick. Stop right here for a minute. I don't know why it does that. Let's see. No, it's full of limestone, so let's go dump this, and we'll go find something else to load. We didn't need this one. I'm just going to go through and turn around. Wait a minute. No. We're going to unload it normal. Get the trees out of our face here. I think we're going to go ahead and cruise straight down and see if there's a path that goes into there. Well, actually, we can do that while it's unloading, actually. Let's get our flight mode back. Real quick. Let's take a quick look real fast. Yeah, there's a way down to this stuff, too. So, let's grab a load of this down here. I don't know if that's the proper way in. Technically that road, but we'll just cut across the rocks there. So, let's get out of flight, tap back into our truck. I'll just have to wait for this unload. And I've tried to up the unload speed, but the downside is I have another one of these trucks without the machine on it, and I use it at the farm, and it only holds 100,000 liters in the bucket, in the box. So it would make it real unrealistic when you go to unload, you know, like a little bit of straw into the pigs or something like that. So, and also it's just trying to get the timing to match between the machine and the bucket or the box, the dump bed. So that's why it's the way it is right now. It's a little slow, but it loads really fast, so it gives you a breather minute, you know, because you can go unload and it'll take a minute. It's a good time to, you know, sit back for a minute or take a sip of your coffee, something like that. Okay, sorry about that. I cleared my throat, but I don't think it helped much. We're just waiting on this to unload. Okay. Now we're unloaded. So I know this isn't going to be the proper way to probably go into here, but it's going to be the faster way and a little bit of shortcut. A little steeper than I was planning for, though. There we go. That wasn't horrible. Wouldn't hit this fight. So this side here, we'll just we'll do a pass around it or something. Let's see what we get out of this. So here's our clay. Probably should take a screenshot of the PDA or the mining areas and write on the, you know, take a picture and then print it or whatever and write on it, and that way I'll know what all this crap is. If not, you'll lose track of it probably. I know I will. It's the one thing I do like about Canyon Crossing is that most of that stuff is actually marked. He's got a couple of mixed areas. It's got a mixture of different ores and things like that in there, but for the most part, it's all labeled for you, so you pretty much know what you're getting. The only difference with it is you got to break the rocks to get to it. So we are full. Let's raise that up. Come on. Okay, there we go. Looks like it was stuck for a minute there. So this was the clay. Now was it just clay? Is that what they wanted? It was just clay? Let's see. There's sand. Just straight up clay. Alright, so we can actually follow this road all the way back over to the mine, and then we'll go over back to the pit and unload this. And then we'll go grab another product. Okay, so let's see where this might go. One thing I can do is use the icon at the bottom of my screen and match with these icons here. That one, no. It looks like this far one over here. So let me switch to the truck so that way I see the trigger. Yep, this is where it goes. Unload this, and then we'll take the rest of it back up to the pit or the silo. And then we'll go grab, we'll grab probably a couple more different mine things, and then we'll look at doing something different. Maybe we will mess with the some electricity, so we can get some electricity going in some of these places. That's all it takes. We'll take the rest of this back up to the silo. We'll go find us something else to mine. Getting a little skipping there for a second. Go ahead and get the rest of this unloaded. I'll get some fuel for this truck eventually. Well, it's actually not bad. Okay, let's go find another product to grab. Already been to that one, right? Yeah. Let's go up. The other one looked like a sand pit to me. So, let's see what we can get out of that. Alright, we'll go for... It doesn't matter what side, I suppose. It's not liking that. Every so often this milling machine does that. I don't know if it's just the product placement or what. It'll just kind of hang up a little bit and just... Sometimes you got to back up and go at it again. Sometimes it keeps creeping. It just kind of varies. When it's doing this creeping, you can't even turn. Back up a little. Turn that direction now. Now it's going. And now it's not turning. Back up. We'll grab this little bit here, what's left, and get a new stab at it. Almost full. Oh, now we're full. Are we stuck? I'll raise that. There it goes. Come on. Okay, what to get stuck on now? I'll spend 5 minutes just trying to get unstuck. Alright, what is this thing hung up on? What's going on? There we go. Now we're moving. We'll just go this way. Can't see. Oop, wait, hold. Okay, sorry about that, but I got out. Go ahead and zoom back out. And I think, let me double check before we drive all the way over there. They needed sand, didn't they? They do need sand. Let's go take them some sand. We get enough of these ground materials in there, we'll see what else they need to get fired up. Make some stuff for us. Probably needs electricity or something, who knows. We can look at that while we're unloading. So let's see if one of these pits thing quits swaying all over the world. So we can find this logo anywhere. Not there, not there. Oh, over here. So let's get back to there. Just unloading straight into the pit, so we'll just let it do it for us. Probably unload a little faster. First time I think I've seen it unload right into the pit. There it goes, that's full. Alright, let's go put the rest of this in the silo and we'll go grab another product. Get back to a view you can see in. Turned around here. That way we're facing the way we want to leave. Since the thing quit sliding. Okay, let's get that unloaded now. And it's okay, so it likes unloading the sand just straight out of the pipe, which is kind of nice. Most of the time it doesn't work that way, so that is what it is, I suppose. Let's see. Now we've been going about an hour, so we might go for another hour. We'll kind of just see. We'll definitely do one more product, see what we can do with it. One, maybe two. And then I want to see about getting some electricity in over at the lumber mill. Let's figure out what I can put over there. You can't own the whole map, which is kind of a pain. So this drive right here, so this area where I've got this silo at, I cleared this out and made it usable. It had a turnaround right here, and I gravelled the whole thing in. And I gravelled it. My plan was to gravel it all the way to the road, but as you can see, there's still a grass strip there at the road. It won't let me redo the ground there, so I can't buy that road and redo that road, make it look nicer. So I'm kind of just dealing with what I got. All right, there we go. All right, let's go get another load of something. Whoa, Nelly, brakes. Which way am I facing? Sorry about that, guys. This thing gets so front heavy with this machine on here. It'll just turn around on you without even trying. So, kind of is what it is. Makes it a lot faster than using a front loader or excavator or anything like that. Takes a realism out, I get that, but everybody has their play style. Whoa. Stupid thing fishtailed again. Maybe I should put a crash counter on here like some of the other streamers do. What's this up here in front of us? We might just go for it. Well, we got two different types here that ain't been touched. We'll go for this one. This one looks different. The one there on the left looks like something we may have already done. Yeah, this is different. Oh, did I not? Hold on, let's back up. I wasn't on the milling machine, so it didn't lower. Try that again. And we'll just cut us a path down here. Oh, come on, quit that, getting stuck. No, it's gonna do this on us, guys. Definitely being stubborn, isn't it? I said I don't know if it's placement or what it is. Oh, come on. This is the lead ore, and if I remember right, I don't think we needed lead ore. But we're getting it now. Whoa, Nelly, back up. Oh, we're full. Alright, let's see if we can get turned around here. Real quick before we take off, let's see, do they need lead ore? Oh, they do, okay. Oh, you know where we're going now. Let's get out of this pit. everything appears to have been going here. It looks like that icon matches mine, so let's try that one. That'll probably take 5 million liters of that. Alright, so should we... It just kind of stopped right there. It's not perfect, but it works. Capacity, alright, there we go. I'm trying to decide if we should go get another load of something else or go do something different. So if anybody wants to see something different, more than welcome to say so if you'd like to see something different. I'm on the fence. I gotta unload the rest of this first. Alright, I guess we'll go grab one more load of something. We'll mine one more thing and see if we can take it over to either that place or wherever it'll take it. And then we'll go over to the lumber mill and see if we can put down some power over there. I want to maybe do wind. I know it probably won't be enough, but I don't really want to fool the generator because then I have to go buy fuel and take fuel there all the time. So probably do that, or maybe solar. I don't know what kind of room we have over there. So we'll go grab one more mining product first. Get that. We'll get one more done. I was thinking about just jumping off that cliff. I was really thinking about it. A little shortcut. My luck, I would do one of two things. I'd either flip the truck over or I'd get stuck. I mean, if I have to, I'll use strongman, but I don't want to. I don't even like using flight mode half the time. Not that it's a bad thing, just, you know, just like don't like messing with it most time. Let's see here, turn back on. So one thing about this milling machine, it never turns off. Once you turn it on, it's on until you turn it back off. Alright, so what are we getting now? We are getting bauxite. So I'm pretty sure they could use some of that. It's already going all goofy on us already. I'm gonna do this again. It was going so good, and I thought about saying something, and I said, nope, I'll jinx it. But it jinxed itself. Come on, would you quit that? Whoa. And then when it finally goes, it goes. Go that way. All I want to do is make a trail down here. That's all I want to do. And pull. Alright, let's get turned around. Preferably without falling over the edge. Alright, we'll run this over to that factory, unload what it'll take, we'll unload the rest at the silo, and then we're gonna go look into do some electricity. Oh, that's a save. There we go. Get your back tires on the ground. Hey, 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 hey. What that? Lordy. Good thing I'm doing the mining over here, because the other mines are way over the other place. I didn't check to see if it took this. Nope, it's right there. Okay, sorry. Just dawned on me, it's like, we don't need to run all the way over there if it doesn't take it. So which pit takes this? This is the fun part. Almost looks like that icon matches mine. Not 100% sure though. Let's see. Nope, not that one. I was off on that. Let me zoom in a little bit here. No, it's not those three. That looks more like it right there in the middle. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, it's full. Go ahead and... Actually, this road goes right back to the pit, or to the silo. We could have just been going this way the whole time. That's probably longer the other way. I don't know. Well, it doesn't exactly go there, but there is a little shortcut. see if we can miss the tree. Be nice if I could come in here and smooth that off and make it work for a road. As soon as this unloads, we'll go over and do that. Got a fair amount of products in this silo though, so got a little bit to work with. Pipe back in. We'll just kind of park it here somewhere. Lower that down. Put the cover back on. Kill it. Alright, so we got a few things in here, but I've got a feeling that just by going off this, we're going to need a whole lot more. Like that needs electricity, and then it makes those two items. So I don't think we're going to be able to fire this thing up quite yet. It's going to need a lot more stuff, but we'll come back at it at another time. So for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to woodworking plant. We're going to visit this place. Ooh, and I still have my speed cranked up. Let me get my menu up real fast. Turn my walking down a little bit. Alright, so the road ought to be this way, right? Should be. Yeah. Okay, kind of where I'm at now. So I'm just going to leave myself standing in this plant because by this truck will work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into some windmills. So let's see, what are they under? They under productions? Generators maybe? Yeah, there we go. So these produce power. There we go. That's okay, so our only two options here is going to be these two. The solar panels are cheaper. Wait a minute. It looks like it makes us money too. So can I place this anywhere? Like literally anywhere? That'd be awesome. It does. And I have a mod on here to where it's called Construction Zoom. And it allows you to zoom way out. So I'm going to put that down there by that wood pile. Turn myself where I can see here. I don't want it to clip through the fence. Put one there. Put one there, and we'll put another one. Let's turn this one around. Which way is that facing? Close. Might look a little silly like that, but as long as it works, that's all I'm worried about. So now what I want to do is I want to go up to these. I don't know if I need to activate these or what I need to do with these. So let's take a look real quick. They are not on. So on, and on. So these last four on that list there of turbines is running now. So that's going to take a little while. I'll what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them build up. I want to get some numbers in here and see what it does, and then I'm going to change it from storing to distributing. So that gets that going, which is actually pretty good. So and they're running. They look kind of funny that close together like that, but as long as it does what I need it to do, then that's all that matters to me. So we'll go with that for right now. This place here, I'm trying to remember what it was even called. Was this just sawmill? No, not that one. Ain't pulp, ain't pellets. Ain't that one. Oh, the fun part, just trying to figure out what's what in these menus sometimes. It's mining, metal, meat. Was it the other end? Yeah, right here. I went the wrong way. So I put a fair amount of wood in here, but it needs a whole lot more. So I'm probably going to be streaming for just a little bit longer. So I think what we might do is we might do a couple loads of some logs. So we're going to go over to the log cutter, and I'm just going to tab my way till I find it. It's off by itself. And I've already got a truck over there. The cutter's all there. Everything's there. There we go. Let me grab my joystick here. So I've got a joystick program to run this machine, and I run this in cab view. There you go. So I'm able to control everything in here for the most part, which makes it pretty nice. So let's see. I'll pull this in forward just a little bit. There we go. Pull my menu back up here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. It says 2. Is this that button? There we go. Gotta hold it down. There we go. Been a little bit since I've been in here, but man, is this thing lagging like crazy. I don't like that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my throat's being a little wonky today, so. We're gonna jump out real quick. Take care of these stumps here that's in our way. Fall, and then we get the right turn on this, hopefully. Unless it gets hung on crap. this tree over here. And I don't do a whole lot of logging, so I'm pretty crappy at this, but I do have a little fun with it at times. Don't come under my machine. It's done that so many times and about flipped me over a few times doing that. Someone else was right by me. Grab that one. That's not going to be good. Let's grab some of these outer ones. Normally turn this way and let it fall out there because it gets hung up in them trees sometimes, and then you can't turn or process without it dragging the machine across the map. Kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, there's that one. Can I get this one next? Pull that back and we'll just pull up to it a little more. That one. Some of these, it keeps glitching at times. I'm not sure what the deal is with it. Could be some of the stuff this laptop does. I don't have a clue. Come on, get on the other side of that. And of course, I'm trying to put it away from me. Not lucky there, but. Alright, let's cut down one more and then we'll grab the truck and we'll see how much the truck will hold. Come on, drop it. Before I grab the log truck though, I'm gonna kind of leave this head about there. Put this down. Oops. Hit a button. We'll go ahead and take care of these tree stumps real fast so they don't get forgotten about. You guys ever play on a multiplayer server, definitely keep your amount of stumps and bales and things like that down. It can really affect your gameplay and stuff. The more you got, the worse it gets. And it's even that way in single player too, but multiplayer it's even worse. And you sometimes will miss a stump. You'll forget where it was at. It might be one under my machine for right now, for all I know. But let's see. I don't see anything else. Turn that off for a minute. Like I said, there could be a stump under there. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go over here and grab the truck. I'll put my menu back up so I can. We're going to switch to the right side and start loading. So if you're moving while you're loading, be real careful and be slow when you're doing this. Because I'm using auto load and it will throw it all over the place. So if you're like, I'm trying to do this real slow so that way when it loads it, it loads a flat like that. Especially if you're backing up, it'll put it up on the headache rack or in weird places. You don't want that. It's actually better if you use a grapple to stack all these logs up in a real pretty place. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll stop loading it, I'll scrap it, and then I can reposition myself, get over a little better advantage. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it back on. Pick that one up. Let's strap that. We'll take this as a load. I usually take a little bit more, but I don't want it to give me problems. So these little sticks, I call them a little stick right here. It's on my left on my load. Sometimes you gotta watch because if they load, sometimes they'll fall through your logs. I found a whole bunch of them in a field one day. I have no clue how they got there. But, alright, we're going to stop auto load. Looks like we got all of our logs, so we're going to go with that. Get rid of this menu. And we're just going to run over to the place we were just at, actually, the sawmill. We'll go unload this. As you can see with those logs bouncing, that's more server issue than anything else. But it's nerve-wracking because I have lost loads because of that. If you're running into an issue where it's doing that really, really bad, either drive really slow or see if you can do something about your server. And there's a lot of times nothing you can do about your server, but it could be, you know, maybe tweak your graphics a little bit to work better with that server. There, I just park it in here somewhere. I usually unstrap it. It doesn't matter if you leave it strapped. And hit the trigger. And boom. Unload it. So let's take this back over. We're about where all the logging is being done right now. And that was more than likely a save right there. For those that don't know, my server is set up to save every 15 minutes. So it's kind of annoying, but I'd rather it do that every 15 minutes than to lose 2 or 3 hours worth of work. From here you can kind of see all the logging that I've done. There was logs up on these rocks to my left here, and up to those trees. You can kind of see where the darker brown is. That's where there were trees, and that's how much logging I've done, and only had put just under 400,000 liters of trees in there. So it is kind of what it is sometimes. But and I usually don't park the truck too close, just because, you know, if it logs under it or something stupid. So, alright guys, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I need to get something to eat, and I've got another stream to watch later. I'm going to try to do another stream tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be on Farm Sim or what I'm going to do exactly. I also want to try to get some videos done before I ship this laptop off. And the reason behind all that, A, the laptop runs a lot better, has smoother graphics and stuff like that, and it can render videos faster for when I post them to YouTube. And it just overall does better than my old PC does. So once I ship out the laptop, I may still try to do some videos. It will just take a lot longer for me to produce them. So what normally takes on this laptop to do a video of a few hours can turn into a 6 to 12 hour ordeal for just a video, and that's a 30-minute video, guys. So that's just the difference. So anyhow, with that being said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys coming along, and I will see you on the next one. See ya.